Before I start reading this book, I'd like to tell you guys that this book is not by me at all. It is by the author. None of it is me. I am just reading it aloud. I'd also like to apologize for all the mistakes and the misreading that I will be doing throughout this video. Please enjoy. Miss Laney is Zany by Dan Gutman, Book 8, read by Kristen Powers. Chapter 1, Bad News. My name is AJ and I hate school, but I have to go anyway. My friend Billy, who lives around the corner, told me that if you don't go to school, they throw you in jail. Then you have to wear one of those striped uniforms and drag around a ball and a chain. I go to elementary school, and my teacher is Miss Granite, who is from another planet. It was Monday morning, and all the girls were talking about silly girl stuff, like how many stuffed animals they have on their beds. Me and the guys were talking about important guy stuff, like my favorite TV show, Win Money or Eat Bugs. It's a cool show. You have to answer a bunch of questions, and then if you get them right, you win money. If you get them wrong, you have to eat bugs. So Win Money or Eat Bugs is the perfect name. Some people win money, but most people have to eat bugs. That show is hilarious. After we put our backpacks into the cubbies, the school secretary, Miss Patty, made an announcement over the loudspeaker. We have to all go to the all-purpose room. We all have to go to the all-purpose room for a surprise assembly. Why are we having an assembly? Asked Andrea Young, this annoying girl in my class with curly brown hair. Beats me, said her crybaby friend Emily. Everybody was in the all-purpose room. Miss Laser, the custodian, Miss LaGrange, the lunch lady, even Mr. Tony, who runs the after-school program, was there. I could tell it wasn't a normal assembly. We were all buzzing about what was up. But not like a machine is buzzing. If people made buzzing noises like a machine, it'd be weird. We had to sit crisscross applesauce. Finally, our principal, Mr. Klutz, got up on the stage. He had no hair at all, and I mean none. They should use his head to bounce laser beams around the world. Mr. Klutz held up his hand and made a peace sign, which means, shut up. I have bad news, Mr. Klutz said. Mr. Klutz has a bad nose, I whispered to my friend Michael, who never ties his shoes. As you probably heard from our parents, Mr. Klutz told us, the economy is in bad shape. We have been trying to save money ever since our budget was cut. But last night I got a call from the Board of Education. I'm sorry to tell you this, but elementary school will be closing in June. Everybody laughed. Mr. Klutz is so funny. It's not a joke, he added. Suddenly it was quiet in the all-purpose room. You could hear a pin drop. Do you mean the school will close for a few weeks? asked Mr. Granite. No, Mr. Klutz replied. The school is closing forever. Forever? Forever. That you could hear a pin drop. That is, if somebody actually dropped a pen, but who carries pens around with them anyway? That would be a weird thing to do, unless you really like to sew stuff, I guess. I looked at Michael. Michael looked at Ryan. Ryan looked at Neil. We all called a nude kid, even though he wears clothes. Then we all jumped out of our seats at the same time. Yeah, me and the guy shouted. No more school. You still have to go to school, Mr. Klutz told us. You'll just have to go to another school. A school that's farther away. Oh, bummer in the summer. Will the teachers be fired? Asked Mr. Granite. I'm afraid so, Mr. Klutz said. The whole staff will lose their jobs. And that includes me. We're all in the same boat. I looked around. I didn't see any boat anywhere. What do boats have to do with it? I asked. That means we are all in this together, Arlo, whispered Andrea. She called me my real name because she knows I don't like it. There will be more budget cuts between now and June, Mr. Klutz said. We will have to tighten our belts. Doesn't anybody have any questions? Well, if you don't wear a belt, I asked. Tightening our belts means we have to save money, dumbhead, Andrea whispered rolling her eyes. Your face needs to save money, I told her. I hate Andrea. Isn't there anything we can do? Asked Mr. Granite. I'm afraid not, Mr. Klutz said. It will cost $1 million to keep the school open. Wow, everyone said. Which is Mom upside down. We all stared, buzzing again. The teachers looked worried. A few first graders started crying. That was the saddest day in history of the world.